same time, it is a sign of not just our strength and unity, but of how great we are on so many different fronts, because they're both such spectacular public servants in so many different ways over so many different years in so many different arenas. And so I'm really looking forward to, I'm just a warm up and hearing how they heard what they had to say, and it's really nice to see them go. I was asked to give a little bit of red meat, so I sat in my office and meditated a little bit on what makes me most, we're in mixed company, but most pissed about Republicans, and I dug very deep, and I came up with when Sarah Palin said, how's that hokey changey stuff working for you? So I just want you to just take a moment and reflect. That gets me like mad in my fingertips when I think about it. But it goes to a deeper point, which is what I want to talk about, which is what has happened to the agenda of Barack Obama and the Democrats in Congress over this window of time. Flashback to 2 years ago. Was anybody here in Denver when Obama was nominated? Okay. Yeah. This was a magical experience. And you did have the feeling then and when we whooped the Republican ticket, which we did in a landslide victory, including in Virginia, that the country was behind a change agenda. What was his message? Change, unity, hope, right, and progress. That was what the country voted for. Now, what has happened since then? I remember I worked with John Podesta, who ran the president's transition, and I saw him about a year into the administration at a Christmas party last year. That was after the Tea Parties were happening. That was after the death panels. All this malicious, awful stuff was happening. And I said, well, my God, what's happening? What? It was hard to get your mind around. He said, change is hard. Change is hard.
What?
This was a president who was elected on a platform for changing the current system. And when you do that, the system bites back, and it has bitten back very hard. None of this should be a surprise. None of it should catch us by surprise. I love the fact that the president has started using Star Wars and is starting saying the Empire Strikes Back. Excellently. A quick historical parallel, which I think should be instructive if it doesn't put us all to sleep. The most important influences in my life, besides my parents and my grandparents, who were never graduated from college, union members from New York City, raised in the Great Depression, they came out of the experience of the Great Depression with two beliefs. Collective action for the government is good. It's supposed to be good, and the New Deal is something worth defending for in your life. And America was the greatest country in the history of the world. They strongly believe both those things. FDR, the greatest change agent we've known, was defied by his Supreme Court in a way that makes Citizens United look like milk toast. It was such a brutal, awful battle that he tried to snap the court to somehow get his stuff in. They were striking everything down. I mean, imagine if the Supreme Court strikes down healthcare, now imagine if they did that 15 times. But what do we remember today? We remember that FDR won. This stuff loses. This type of entrenched systemic defense that is standing up for itself and standing up for the powerful versus the people, it loses over the course of history. And I think it will lose now. We've just seen an awful, brutal, I mean, they are fighting tooth and nail with every fiber they're being to protect the system, and they're doing it on financial regulation, they're doing it on healthcare, they're doing it on environmental issues, they're doing it on everything. Some of them are winning, some of them are losing. So, for me, the way that I see this coming to roost, I have seen over the last week, Jim Moran school this smug, totally ineffective opponent that he has in a debate. I've seen Jerry Connolly do the same thing with Fimian, who I think is just basically out for himself. And I just saw last night, I watched on my computer Tom Perriello with Robert Hart like Red and Mule. And it was because the one thing I want to say as you get on the phones tonight, and I want you to make the strongest, most enthusiastic, toughest phone calls you possibly can from now on through election day, is this. I actually don't like the National Democratic message that we're using all that much. That's a strategy since my politics. I don't like the D is for drive, R is for reverse. Republicans drove a hard advantage, don't give them keys back, that whole thing you all heard. I actually don't think that's that effective because it requires voters to commit to a vision where they feel like the cars heading in the right direction. I don't think it connects emotionally, and I don't think it's that good. I think it's probably going to some races. I'm much more into, I thought we had a much tighter message when the president was counting on what they said in the Pledge to America. They put their plans on paper, and the numbers don't add up, and they think people aren't paying attention. They're arrogant enough and disrespectful enough to think that they can just get by in attacking us when they actually haven't given any answers to work. The numbers don't add up. They don't add up. They would blow a hole in the budget. They would not create jobs. They would not protect anything, and they would let the foxes run the hen house. And I think that's a stronger message to run on, whereas we actually are in the trenches and actually have gotten some change. So to the extent that that matters and can help make stronger arguments, that's what I'm trying to say, and I think it's working. So I think we should stick with the hope you change your stuff. I think Democrats are the party of reform and of fairness and even of freedom in many different ways, and I think we should stick to our guns. We should know that history, in the end, we will be on the right side and we will win all these battles. So please take that on the phones, and thank you very much for having me.